Thanks for tuning in to KBVR, and we are 7. And this next song is Weed in a Cup. titled Counting Down from 7, stranded on Shadow Mountain. Kind of a culmination of two pieces. Kind of like this band. Got another song coming up. We like to call this one Sharpen Your Attitude. For all you fine folk. Sharpen that attitude. broke a string, guys. We're gonna switch over guitars here for a second. For all you Corvallis people, we are from Corvallis. If you haven't seen us play before, we're like the Loch Ness Monster. You don't see us too often, and you're lucky to get a picture. But fortunately for us, we brought a spare guitar.
Yep, brought my first guitar ever.
I want more. There we go. Missing my left shoe. Spend a couple minutes putzing around playing some little snippets of pieces that we don't really have worked out, so hope you enjoy these treats. Okay. Space Fish.
Song that we wrote together, I think, last year.
We worked on for the last like 5 years, I'd say. Pieces.
It's one of my favorite songs to play.
song for y'all. We title this Ghosts. Spooky little things in your homes. Or friendly little things in your homes. Maybe they're not even in your home. Maybe they're everywhere else.
Welcome back, everybody, to KBVR Corvallis. I'm DJ Gravy, joined in the booth by Seven. You guys sounded great in the studio. How'd you feel? How was the experience?
It was nice. It was really warm in that room.
It was really warm. I
Feeling a little
gotta
sweaty.
talk to the building services people. I walked in there, and the control room was even hotter. I walked in there, and it was like, oh, this feels hotter than it's supposed to be.
It was nice though. It was good. Definitely first time playing in like a nice little studio space that set up. Yeah.
Well lit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well lit,
The
not full of
acoustics were
people.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
not
nice.
full of people.
So where do you guys get your name from? I know we covered you guys are from Corvallis, but
We got matchy tattoos.
Yeah,
Seven on
that
them.
came a bit later. It's just I don't know. It's a long history of just been like 7 for years now, but I mean, since we've been like trying to start a band, we like tossed around the ideas of so many different band names and never kind of jokingly thought about 7 because it has a lot of more deeper meaning behind it.
yeah.
But
Outwardly, it's kind of a simple name, but
yeah,
under the surface,
So just
there can be
after,
lots of meaning.
after tossing around a bunch of different name ideas and not really having anything stick, we just kind of fell back on this one, which I personally really like the name.
I think
nice
it's
and
it's definitely
simplistic.
easy to remember and can carry a lot of meaning if it needs to, but otherwise is
I mean, anyone whose favorite number is 7
yeah, exactly.
will know.
Yeah.
They'll know. You all know.
And so, what would you guys describe your sound as? Like, who do you sound like? What genre do you like to fit into?
That is a really tough question for me to answer.
Yeah.
I've been asked that a lot over the years, and
Never an appropriate answer, really.
I don't really know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just one of those things where it kind of fluctuates back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know obviously I have like this specific sound that I use or play with, but I don't know what genre you would call that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you think?
I don't know. I thought it was very reminiscent of like late 20th century rock, but
Nice.
with kind of like ambience influences almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I personally like, that ambient,
Mm-hmm.
especially because I played guitar first and trying to then warp my mind to play drums.
Yeah.
I really like I feel like, at least for me personally, had to really understand the benefit of silence
Mm-hmm.
and the benefit
Definitely.
of not using a lot.
Yeah. I
It's
feel you
it's
there.
so easy with drums to just make it bang, bang, bang all the time, and then
Exactly.
it doesn't really add much composition to a song.
I know definitely playing in a couple of bands that I've played in before. I play bass, and it's really easy to play all the time and kind
Yeah.
of fit in that layer
Yeah.
the whole time. But it's even more impactful when you're not there and then all of a sudden are.
Yeah, exactly.
So how did you guys meet? What's the story for 7? Because I know you said it's been a long time.
Yeah. 7th grade French class.
Yep.
Okay.
7th grade French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just decided the world needed an instrumental ambient late rock band.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I know,
Well, we were like skateboarder pugs together for years.
Yeah, and he's been playing music well before I picked up a guitar
Mm-hmm.
and taught me a lot on music. But we didn't, and like we've been just playing around for years and years, but never got serious up until like I keep wanting to say like a year or two ago, but look back and it's like
It's been like 3
It
years.
feels
now.
like a
more than
year or
that,
two
like
ago, yeah.
5.
Really?
Yeah,
Gee.
you'd have been on that House on Circle.
Yep.
So it was like five
Five
years
years.
ago or something.
Yeah.
Got a drum set, and then we started playing together, like, and actually trying to write
Yeah.
songs.
Because it's definitely one thing to jam with 2 guys playing guitar,
Yeah,
but it's really
exactly.
hard to make a guitar with, or make a band with just 2
Yeah.
guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience.
It'd be a challenge.
And yeah, that's really, I feel like that's a popular story that we hear, especially with local bands, where it was like, well, we were trying to do this, but then we, compromised and did this, and now
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
what's the writing process for you guys like? I mean, I think I have an idea, but I don't want to.
So it varies a lot. Like especially the stuff that we played today was all pretty much like I'd say 98% written by Max
Mm-hmm.
on guitar. As far as like the riffs that are played. And I help out a little bit with composition, a little bit with like this piece should go here, or we should put another, intro here, or this is where we should have a breakdown. My input's pretty minimal on that.
Yeah.
As far as composition goes, because he writes all the music, and we've tried playing around with like have a drummer write a song and then match the guitar to it, but that's really
it's kind of hard when it's a drum set. Yeah.
But
it's really good at filling in.
Some songs I've written. The first song we played today, "I Smoked Too Many Cigarettes," was a song that I wrote that I played with my old band, and kind of taught Max the really simple guitar riffs, and we just kind of played from there. So like occasionally I'll write a song and show him, and then he'll do his own little thing to it and make it extravagant.
Yeah, because my guess would be that like you guys, just from your kind of style, would just kind of improvise and just jam.
Yeah, we
and
do
then
a
kind
lot of
pull.
improv. There's definitely parts that are like very well written in stone, and then kind of how we get to those parts is more or less
It's kind of fluid and dependent on the night
our
and what you're
tempos
playing.
are always changing.
Yeah.
Or everything. We improv a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it also comes from just playing together for so long. It's like how many times do I want to play this one song?
Yeah, I mean, it can be really interesting when you spend a lot of time with someone to kind of continue playing things the same way. So I think it's really interesting that you kind of improv and adapt to songs as they change.
Yeah, we try.
Yeah.
We try.
All right. We're back in the FM studio with Seven. How you guys doing? We were talking during the break about your comic book that's coming out.
Yeah, so I've been definitely into all sorts of arts and stuff, but this last couple months been sitting down, pondering over things, writing stuff down to do a comic book that has now evolved to be loosely based off of our band Seven.
Yeah.
It's titled the Casual Adventures of the Seven, or Cats for short.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of cats, and but it's going to be published on Resin Magazine, which is a great magazine. It's kind of a conglomeration of all sorts of stuff, art, music, photography, all sorts of good stuff. I mean, you can go check it out at resinmag.com. It's where we'll be publishing it. The first issue should be out in the next month or two.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing like monthly issues as far as the eye can see.
Mm-hmm. And will you pair the comic book with a soundtrack from songs?
That has definitely crossed my mind because it is an online mag currently, to have links to set up to our music, to have like certain songs for certain frames or like whatnot. So if you see some characters playing music in the little box, it'll have some actual sound to go along with it.
I think that'd be like a super neat concept. Yeah. I don't know if it's been done before.
I don't know either, but it crossed my mind, and I was like, awesome.
But if you're gonna write a comic book about your band, you might as well.
Yeah, we got the music. We don't have to pay for rights to use it or anything. That's
kind of the advantage, right? You can write your whole soundtrack and then not have to pay anybody for it.
Yeah, hopefully get paid.
Yeah, that's the real goal. So we were talking a little bit about this. Are there any plans for an upcoming EP or release like that?
A while ago, the end of last year, we played a show at Bombs Away that Jonathan, the sound guy there, recorded it for us, and he did a really great job. And I have just been sitting on those particular recordings, but currently nothing's lined up. We don't really have any shows lined up as of now. I've been back and forth out of state and state, so it's been pretty hard to pinpoint stuff.
Yeah, that can be difficult traveling and trying to pinpoint a time to get together.
It's just been really difficult because, like we were saying earlier, we do a lot of improvisation. So it's like really hard to record that live because we have to be playing at the same time. We don't really do overdubs.
Yeah, that can be, especially if you're like bouncing off each other and know each other's energy.
Yeah, so it's like, we can do 3 takes of one song, but every take's going to sound completely different. So then it becomes like narrowing it down, which take was really the best. And like, then you find like, I made one little mistake in the middle of a 6-minute song where now we have to record the whole song. We can't just like piece out that one little mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was done live. So it's just been difficult, the recordings we've tried to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our live recording, hopefully I recently made a Bandcamp page. We've got one song on there currently that's counting down from 7, stranded on Shadow Mountain. That was at our live show at Bombs Away Cafe.
Okay. I was going to ask, where can we find music if you want to listen to you?
We've got a Facebook page, and like I said, just started a Bandcamp page. So hopefully when we get some recordings actually sounding good to the ears, I'll be putting those up.
Yeah.
Yeah, free downloads too. So if you like what you hear, click that download button, click that like button. That's what people do these days.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Joining me in the studio, joining the listeners.